as a lawyer, employment and work health and safety lawyer. I've got, I think, about 8 years experience in that field, but this is not legal advice, so please don't come and ask me for any. I'm not allowed to give it. I'm not insured to do so. So I will direct you back to your union for any legal advice. Julia and I are here today to have a bit of a fun session on speed networking so that you have an opportunity to meet some of your fellow health and safety reps. And I'm going to hand over to Julia for the next bit of the session.
All right, so I think most of you I may already know. If I haven't met you yet, warm welcome today, particularly to those people that are coming for the first time, but we've got quite a few people that have come again from last year, so thank you very much, and perhaps we might even see you next year as well for the trifecta. Okay, so look, this is a little bit of an experiment, a little bit like musical chairs, so bear with us. So we thought it would be useful to get to know your fellow HSRs. We've got some questions. We've got 3 rounds, 5 minutes per round, and a couple of safety questions and also just getting to know you type question as well. All right, so these are the questions. Pretty straightforward. We've got some introductions. Then we've got questions around what safety issues would you like to improve at work? We've all got those. And have you helped achieve and been a part of any safety wins? So not just the difficult stories and the challenges, but also any good news stories as well. We'd love you to share with each other. Besides health and safety, I'm sure there's lots of things you all have in common with each other as well. So really encouraging you to share those things as well. Okay, so just some logistics. We're changing this up a little bit. Thank you. Changing this up a little bit. We did have a plan to move chairs around, but we are going to change it a little bit. Notice there's quite a lot of cups and things under some of the chairs. So if you could carefully tuck any bags or anything that might be a trip hazard under your chairs, it would be most appreciated. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, so the whole point is to meet someone new, three new people. Hopefully you did meet someone new at lunchtime as well, and also bailed up the WorkSafe people, of course. So either you could turn, for the first round, you could turn to the person next to you if you don't already know them, or otherwise encourage you to stand up and just find someone new and just sit down next to them for a chat. Okay, so we'll just wait till everyone's positioned next to someone new. Okay, we're starting the 5 minutes now. Participating in that session. I heard a lot of really interesting conversations going on, and I hope that you can continue them at morning tea and exchange details. Sorry?
In the afternoon tea?
Yeah, after afternoon tea, yeah, exactly. So I'd like to hear a few reflections from people on things that they learnt. Who learnt something surprising about someone else here that they'd like to share with the group? Keep it PC, please. That's politically correct for those who haven't heard that before. Anything surprising that you learnt?
Well, the same issues.
Same issues? Yep.
A lot of commonalities.
Yep. Anyone else?
Around consultation, I found that was bit of an issue, whereas management don't always speak to the employees as much as they should. Just sort of presuming that people know stuff, but they actually don't because they're not told. So that was a bit of a common theme.
So what was your name, sorry?
Glenn.
Glenn from?
BAE Systems in Henderson.
Oh, BAE Systems. So Glenn was just saying that he found that when speaking to other people, consultation seems to be a problem across the board, and management thinking that workers know things that they don't or aren't properly consulting with their workers as a theme that emerged. Any other insights anyone wanted to share before I hand over to Julia? Yep.
I've got a microphone just here.
Oh, we've got a microphone.
The legendary Tim, thank you.
Hi, just that workload seems to be a problem every time.
Yep.
And I just wondered how that's tracking. Is it looking better overall, that it's being better managed or sitting static, or what's sort of happening if it was a graph?
That is a very interesting insight, and your microphone is unfortunately echoing a bit, and I think mine might be as well, so my apologies. But what was your name?
Nadine
Nadine from
Language Development Centre.
Language Development Centre, cool. Which I think is North Metro? Yeah, North Metropolitan Health Service, Language Northeast Metropolitan. It's a long acronym. Yeah, so that's really interesting. That insight that you just shared. I'm going to hand over to Julia for the next bit.
Yeah. Thank you, Remi. Look, sorry, Nadine, just on that point, look, workload, I think as more awareness, the awareness about workload, job demands as a psychosocial hazard, as that awareness increases, I think, the stats are going to go up, really, I think. Calling it out as a psychosocial hazard, naming it as a psychosocial hazard. But yeah, we can all agree here we want to see those stats go down. So I'm all about building really good health and safety structures and making sure that you work with a team of people to help you, so we're not feeling like we're tackling these things alone, that we're doing this as a team. All right, so more reflections. Do you feel more confident knowing that there are other HSRs out there trying to figure out how to make their workplaces safer too? Yeah. Please share any thoughts from any of the three people you met today.
I wouldn't have put my hand up, but I knew I had to speak. Just that same commonality that we are dealing with the same things. So I guess that means that either we're all doing it wrong or we're all doing it somewhat right and facing similar problems that are an issue across the board. And I guess if that's the case, well then hopefully by coming to these kinds of things, putting that information forward, there might be movement with legislation, support and guidance materials on dealing with those issues.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Sorry to put you on the spot there. You spoke very well. But that importance of that networking, can't be underestimated. And just, I think Owen Whittle gave a plug for the yearly refresher training that we now have. It used to be every 2 years. So please do come to the yearly refresher training. Perhaps you may feel really confident with the legislation, but don't underestimate the value in just talking to your peers and your fellow HSRs and across different industries as well. Okay, Remi. Done most of this? Okay, well, I think this session has been a success.